I was a resident here about 12 years ago, and from Chicago. I grew up in Chicago, and I had never lived this far west, and just fell in love with it. I think, again, I'd heard about the Bray, and I was deciding whether to come to the Bray or go to another residency program, and then my friend Michael Connolly, who'd spent time here, he just said, don't even think about it. He's like, just go to the Bray. I'm always interested in like how people are perceived, how things are perceived, like these kind of cultural oddities, you know, whether it be an Asian thing or whether it be like kind of Western culture integrated into that. And I think a lot of it has to do with my own upbringing. You know, I was born in the States, but from parents of Korean heritage. So, and then I lived in China for a year, and then I had this whole other set of perceptions and expectations of me where people might assume certain things about who I was or who I wasn't, and, you know, would constantly have to adjust their, you know, take on that. So I think that's why I like to use these references. I mean, at the most basic level, I just really love these plots. Like if I go to museums, these are the pieces that I'm drawn to, and I sit and draw or take photographs. But I like to incorporate some imagery that just throws that off. So it's not just it's not simply a romantic perspective on that, but I do want that element of beauty and history to play into the work. Like what I like about this is that the Chinese landscape often has this very very calm and serene and used for whatever purposes, and the Old West and the frontier lifestyle tends to carry those same connotations. There's all that built into it, but then, like I said, part of it is just that I love making these objects. You know, like that's sort of the simplest thing. These rounder jars are based off of a moon. They're called a moon jar, which is a very iconic form in Korea of a certain same period in the Yi Dynasty. But it was a white jar that had this, you know, almost like a poetic kind of you know, aesthetic to it. And you'll see them in national museums in Korea. And so I spent time. I was trying to figure out how to make them. You know, like what were they thinking when they were making it? Like how did they make decisions? And when are things okay, you know, to leave them off kilter? And it took me a little while to figure out like how this piece, you know, that's more of this like flared cylinder, and then this is like this white bowl. So like how those would start to come together. So, yeah, I like that part of it because it activates a different part of my thinking. Than say like figuring out which types of imagery to put on, onto there. You know?
Right.